Hey y'all, welcome to the CCMA Songwriting Sessions, coming at you from the Aeolian Hall in London, Ontario. I'm Tyler Joe Miller, and I'm accompanied by my good friends Dave Thomson, Genevieve Fisher, and Don Amero. And we're going to be just sharing some songs, sharing some stories, and just having a good time together, singing some tunes. So I'll start us off with, this is one of mine called Fighting, and it was my last song I released out to radio, and lucky enough for it to go top 10. And in Canada on Canadian country radio. And yeah, this song, I wrote it with myself, Dan Swinimer, Wes Mack, and Dave Faber, and we all just got into a room together, and we actually almost canceled the songwriting session because 3 of the 4 of us ended up having like back issues and stuff. And so Dan texted us all and went, hey, like I might have to cancel because I'm like, unless you're okay with me laying on the floor the whole time. And we're like, yeah, let's do it.
Three people with back issues at the same time?
Yeah, and I had like a herniated disc in my neck, so it was like all of us were kind of just going through some stuff. And so
so you were fighting.
We were fighting with our bodies and ourselves.
Sounds like
and
a dad gathering.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, 30 really hit me hard. Yeah. And yeah, and so, you know, we were kind of going through a few different ideas, and I had this idea of just fighting with myself because I was just kind of going through some stuff and wasn't really happy with kind of the man that I was at that point, and was just, I don't know, I just making some dumb decisions and not really being the man that I wanted to be. And so I was kind of just fighting with my own inner personal demons. And so I opened up about it, and, you know, probably a bit more than I should have to a group of guys that I didn't really know that well. And it is funny because they end up being like, hey, I'm dealing with this too. Or you're dealing with that, but I'm dealing with this. And open up about those things, you realize that you're not the only one struggling and dealing with them. And so we wrote a song about it. And this one's basically about fighting with yourself to become a better person. And this one's called Fighting. Crowded room and I'm still lonely, talking tough but it ain't true. And any girl that tries to love me, scared to death I'll break her heart in two. Still looking for something to believe in, be the man my daddy told me to be. Fall on my knees searching for the reason, find the strength the good Lord gave me. And I'm still fighting with the demon up inside my head. And I ain't lying, there's some dark ones underneath my bed. There's a long road in front of me, there's a light I finally see. I'm done hiding, still ain't the man I wanna be, but I'm still fighting. And I'm still fighting. Sometimes I still drink too much whiskey and close the blinds and hide my phone. Pray like hell the Lord will save me and tear these walls down stone by stone. And I'm still fighting with the demons up inside my head. And I ain't lying, there's some dark ones underneath my bed. There's a long road in front of me, there's a light I finally see. I'm done hiding, still ain't the man I wanna be. I'm still fighting. Yeah, and I'm still fighting. Somehow I'm finding the courage, I'm living and learning. And all I know is I'm still fighting the demons up inside my head. And I ain't lying, there's some dark ones underneath my bed. afraid, but I don't care. Can't be brave if you ain't scared. And I'm still fighting, fighting with everything I am. Won't stop fighting, fighting down to my last breath. There's a long road in front of me. There's a light I finally see. I'm done hiding. Still ain't the man I wanna be. I'm still fighting. Yeah, and I'm still fighting. And I'm still fighting. And I'm still fighting.
Amazing.
Good stuff,
Thank you,
buddy. Great stuff.
Thanks.
This next song I wrote with a good friend of mine, Brett Kissel.
Woo.
And it started out, we had this week blocked out to write, and it was probably later in that week. Actually, yeah, we'd finished that week, and then the idea kind of came to me towards the end, and I called him on the week, and I'm like, man, I just got this little idea for a song, and what do you say we get together one more time? And he came over, well, he said, yeah. I said, sure, I'll be there the next night. So he came over the next night at 6 o'clock, and I played him the idea I had. And what's the start of the song, I thought was the chorus. So I presented to him as the chorus, not really having a verse written. And Brett's a great songwriter. Don't let him tell you he's not, because he really is. And he said, what if that's the verse? I said, really? Which is sometimes when you're writing a song and somebody says your chorus is your verse, you're like, I failed. But I was like, oh, dude. Yeah, you might be right. And so we continued on that path, and we kind of wrote, there's sort of two choruses of the song. It's hard to pinpoint which one's the chorus, because one feels like it might be a bridge. Anyways, I did up a great, nice, good demo of it, and I sent it to my publisher, David Quilico, and he said, you guys need a third verse. And so I went back to Brett. I said, yo, I played this for my publisher. He says, we need a third verse. He's like, cool. He sends me back a voice note, and it was just a short little 2-line verse, and he nails it. He's like, I'll be over in an hour. And he comes over, I'm pretty sure he came over that hour, and we laid in that verse, and then that was the song. And that was about 2 years ago. And Don, I think we actually sent this song to you.
You did.
Yeah, we did. And I kept saying to Brett, I'm like, hey, Don really likes the song. And this was on his last record, not the current record. And he said, dude, I swear, I want to cut that song. I promise you I'll cut that song. I'm like, oh, Don really loves it. And they're, sometimes when things are hot, you kind of want to move. And
Right.
Brett's a man of his word, and he did put it on his new record. And
He took it away from me.
we took it. Sorry, I didn't. I was happy with you, Gunner. You would have crushed it. So Brett, he's
Can't
a
wait to
man
hear
of his
Don's
word,
song.
and he put it on his second record, and it turned out, well, not his second record. He put it on the following record, the current record, and super proud of the way it turned out. We're both super proud of this song. One of my favorites, I think I've co-written. It's called Better Bad Idea. Said, what if we take the long way home? Turn right here and see where it goes. Kill the headlights, the moon is all we need. Then she twisted the cap off my whiskey. Said, I bet my daddy's gonna kill me. Turn the Silverado tailgate to a California king. Girl, all I know is tonight I can't think of a better bad idea. Of a better bad idea. We'll see the water tower at the county line. Let's blow right past that trespass sign. If the cops show up, we'll be ready to run. She looked at me and said, I can't think of a better bad idea. Can't think of a better bad idea. Oh, must be the midnight, moonlight, sunset, sunrise. So wrong, so right, lost in your eyes. My hands, your your hips. I kiss your lips, seats back, shirts ripped. All I know is I can't think of a better bad idea. Can't think of a better bad idea. No, no. She said it's 3 a.m. I should get going. We could stay out here all night long. Can't think of a better bad idea. I can't think of a better bad idea. I can't think of a better bad idea. Oh, must be the midnight moonlight, sunset, sunrise, so wrong, so right. Lost in your eyes, my hands, your hips. I kiss your lips, seats back, shirts ripped. All I know is I can't think of a better bad idea. She said, what if we take the long way home? We could turn right here and see where it goes.
Don, I can see why
Sorry,
you like
Don.
that song.
You would have done a way better job than me right now.
That's all good, man.
I'll send you more.
I look forward to that for sure. Yeah.
That's
Miss
cool
Genevieve
song.
Fisher.
All right. So this song that I'm going to do for you, I just wrote in June, I think. Yeah, in June. And I co-wrote this with my good friend Shantea. She's also an artist. Her and I have become really good friends over the year, and we've written a bunch of songs together now. But I just had my first baby in February.
Congratulations.
Thank you. His name is Harrison, and he was born 6.5 weeks early. And so, hey, he was also in an incubator.
Hey,
Guys,
look at that.
see?
Our third amigo.
Brothers from different mothers.
But it's crazy, you know. The whole time I was pregnant, I thought like I was prepared, like, you know, it's, you know, the motherly instinct. But it is just crazy how your world turns upside down, but in the most best and beautiful way possible. And, you know, even though you love that baby to no end, it is, I guess the song is controversial a little bit in the sense that I talk about losing a bit of who I am and a bit of a part of me. But it's so worth it because I look at that little boy and I'm just so in love. So
Do you remember I messaged you and I said, you know, even when you don't like them, just wait a week because then you'll like them later
yes.
on? Yeah.
Or like one minute you're just like, please go to sleep. But
Yeah.
then when they're sleeping, you're like, wake up.
Yeah.
What is wrong with me? Anyways, this song is called Part of Me. And I also majorly cried while I wrote the song. So here we go. Months ago, I knew our lives would change, but we didn't really know until we said your name. 3 weeks went by and every other problem slipped my mind. Coming up the drive, nothing looks the same. Part of me knew I'd fall in love, be the best mom, but part of me questions if I'll get back who I was. Torn apart, but now I see my sweet baby. You're my favorite part of me. Alone on the porch with a glass of wine. Home sweet home is how I spend my time. Dreaming of the days when
sky. Part of me knew I'd fall in love, be the best mom, but a part of me questions if I'll get back who I was. Torn apart, but now I see my sweet baby. You're my favorite part of me. Yeah, I know I'm not alone. I'm feeling like I lost myself. But when I see your little feet, you bring out the better part of me. Knew I'd fall in love, be the best mom, but a part of me questions if I'll get back who I was. Torn apart, but now I see my sweet baby. You're my favorite part of me. You're my favorite part of me. You're my favorite part of me.
Thank you
Beautiful.
so much.
There's a great flip there. Pardon
Okay.
me. I caught that flip. There's a great
Yes,
part.
you
It's a great-
did, eh?
That's a great flip.
Okay. I'm glad you caught it.
Got it.
So if you ever have another one, you'll be like, you're my other favorite part of me.
Right? I got to write another
Another
one.
one, yeah. So I wrote songs for both of my. Well, I got 3, so I still got to write one more. And I heard that I was like, oh man, that's a great. So I'm inspired now. So I got to
Good, Don. I'm so
write a
glad.
song for my little guy. This is kind of maybe an interesting way to bookend this round because you started off with fighting, and this song's a little bit like. I remember a friend of mine. We were touring around, and he would say to the audience, like, if you're going through hell, don't stay there. Get through it because somebody on the other side needs your story. And I think about that a lot. Oftentimes, like when you're going through something, I often think like I'm being forged in some sort of fire because somebody needs something on the other side of this, and I can offer them something. And this song is a little bit about like. Actually, when I wrote this one, I was down in Nashville with a fellow named Craig Monday. I don't know if you know Craig at all, but it's been years since I saw him, but I probably wrote this about 10 years ago, and it sat on a shelf for about 5 years because I was like, it's a good song. I didn't really know what to do with it. And then I brought it to my buddy Murray Pulver, who is an incredible player, writer, and just all-around great guy and producer. And he made me realize it in a whole new way, and because he can actually play guitar really, really great, and just brought this song to life for me. And the song itself I was thinking a lot about, if I'm being honest, sort of the Indigenous community here in Canada, and I was thinking a lot about my friends who are in this cycle of frustration and anger, and kind of feeling like we're all kind of going through something. And I thought, if there was a way I could say that you just got to keep going, keep pressing forward, keep moving on. That's kind of was my inspiration behind this story, where it started. But I also realized it's quite a universal thing because we're all going through something, And like you said, you share these stories with your buddies and the other co-writers, and you realize everybody's got some baggage or something going on, right? And so this song's really about just staying the course and not feeling like, even though today might be hell, don't give up there. Keep pressing forward because around the next corner, around the next bend, everything could work out for the better. And that's at least my experience in life is you got to keep pressing on. So it's called On Down the Road. You're standing alone, just you on this road. The bag on your back is all that you own. Well, I've kicked those stones and I've sang the blues and I've walked those painted lines too. On down the road, on down the road, and just keep on moving. It seems no one cares. They all pass you by. Another small town with no long goodbye. You're losing faith, the sun's about to set, but this ain't as good, oh, as good as it gets. On down the road, on down the road, just keep on moving, on down the road. Sometimes it feels you just don't belong. Just keep on moving and keep hanging on. On down the road, on down the road, just keep on moving, yeah. We're on down the road, there's a warm embrace, and you'll find your place, rest your heavy load. Well, sometimes it feels you just don't belong. Just do what you're doing, just keep on moving, on down the road. On down the road.
Beautiful.
Holy smokes.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning into the CCMA Songwriters Sessions.